live. Hello, hello. Welcome. Who's here? Hi, Lynn. Hello. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. You have so many beautiful colors in your photo. Oh, they're like slightly out of focus lights. I love that. Thank you, thank you. And who else do we have here? Hello, Jeanette. Hello, my dear descriptive winter friend. Although at some point it won't be winter where you are, right? Or is it always winter there? Hugs to you. Hello, welcome. Happy Wednesday, or if you are friends of ours in the Pacific Rim and Oceania, happy Thursday. Say where you're from. Hello, John. I see your smiling face popping in. Oh, I'm so glad to be here today. I know you love winter. I can tell, Jeanette. I didn't know that, but I could vibe it. Hello, hello. Oh, gut issues, Lynn. Oh, you have long COVID. Oh, man. Hi, Robin. Welcome. Mm. You know, Lynn, I had a gut issue yesterday morning. Yesterday was the last few days I've been went through the ringer, and yesterday was the how do they say, the piece de resistance. I had uh emotional dis-ease, mental dis-ease. I had um horrible gases in my stomach, and my sleep was all messed up, and oh my God. I feel so much better today, but wow. Hello, Gemini Jenny. Hello, Jenny. Welcome, dear heart. Mm. I always forget that the Gemini is in front of your name. So good to see you. We're just chilling for a bit, seeing how everybody feels. I have a new meditation for us today, which I'm excited about. I haven't done this before, but I was just meditating and listening to Nadev's Loka Samasta um mantra chant. And I love that mantra. It's the one, the what is it? Jeanette, you might have to help me out here. The may all beings be happy, healthy, and free. I think that's the one, yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet the thought of any foods does nauseate you, Lynn. I'm sorry to hear that. Jeanette had an intense dental procedure. Yes, Loka Samasta Sukino Bhavantu. So I was doing this meditation, which is on Insight Timer, by the teacher Nadev. Beautiful, really sweet, and Paz has one too. And I was hanging out with my guides in my heart, and I had this inspiration of trying a new meditation for us today. Something that might bring in some divine sweetness and support in our hearts. How's everybody feeling other than, let's see, Jeanette? Oh, dental procedure. If I hate intense dental procedures myself, and Lynn is not feeling well. I'm so sorry, Lynn, that your gut is off. Yeah. You know, I'd never listened to him before, Jeanette, and just his energy, you're right. It's so compassionate and grounding. It's just so sweet and soothing. So, yeah, I immediately followed him after we did that in Paz's circle the other day. Yes, his version is so loving. And here we are gathering together, a time that I appreciate so much this next hour and a half. I love being here with you guys, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I remember in December when I started out, I was so nervous about doing these, and now they're my favorite part of the week. So, and I'm going blurry again. I might need a new camera someday. Anyhow, um, friends, who wants a reading today? Who's looking for some guidance? And we're doing something different if you haven't been here in a few weeks. I'm using wheelofnames.com, which was recommended by my dear friend Rev J. And it lets the universe decide who gets their readings. So it's actually kind of fun. It's a little like a game show, but it's really cool. Lynn, all right, we're gonna put you down, my friend. Who else? Who else? Yes, Jeanette. No problem. Oh, wonderful, John. Absolutely. Okay, Jenny. No problem, dear. Love you so much. Trevor or Trevor? Arlene, hello, hello. Good to see you. Gemini, Jenny. Is it Trevor or Tever, Jenny? Yeah, Rev J does amazing readings. Trevor, okay. We're gonna hold Trevor today in our, maybe he'll show up in our meditations or our readings, who knows. Many people love puppies. Ah, he's a happy guy. I love that. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I love that too. Anyone else want a reading right now? We're starting off with a nice intimate group. Yay, Trevor. Trevor, he may be physically blind, but I bet he has other senses that are amazing and wonderful. Cancer can't be fun for a puppy either. I gotta tell you, I know I said this already, but yesterday was really, really hard for me. I was deep in the fear. I was deep in the obsession that a family member was upset with me, which, by the way, wasn't true when I finally got to talk to them yesterday. It was just all in my head, and I'd been fabricating it for several days. And I gotta tell you, the the level of awareness I had around how disconnected I was from myself and from source during the last 3 days was just so profound. And I showed up for it, and it was not easy. And I mean, yesterday I didn't come down until about 4 a.m. last night, with how intense the whole day was. But the universe, the universe sent us a windstorm, which shut off my family member's power, and I went to go bring her to my house where we were warm and powered, had power. And then the power came back on shortly after I got there, and then we had a lovely visit together where we were able to chat, and I was able to apologize for some things that I felt I had done wrong and commit to a new way of, not a new way, but just to growing basically in our siblingship. So it ended up being really lovely, but there was so much intense energy for 3 days around it that it took forever to settle down. So being here with you guys is much appreciated. I know, right? A universally guided windstorm. And my poor sibling gets very cold really quickly. So it's a lot of health issues, and comfort is of the utmost importance. So anywho, that's my story of going through the mental, emotional, physical, even physical ringer yesterday. And today we're just gonna hang out and have some good vibes with each other. Anyone else want to get on the list before we head into this hopefully really lovely meditation? Kind of feel like dancing today. I just love that feeling more in myself after going through a hard time. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the list for now. We'll see who joins us as we go along. Right now, I have Lynn, Jeanette, John, Jenny, and Arlene. So, let's all get settled in wherever we are, wherever our body is placed today. Maybe we're sitting. Maybe we're busy and walking around and grabbing some quick reprieve from the doings of life, or maybe we're resting and lying down and nursing our challenging tummies and intense dental procedures. Just settle into wherever your body is, even if it's moving. And we'll place our hands right here on our heart chakras. And just let your mind move to that spot there in the center of your chest. Feel its warmth. This is our connection to love, to our emotions. I believe it is our connection to each other and to the source in the universe, in and outside of us. I like to think of the heart space as being a lot bigger than the actual chest cavity, the actual physical area. So picture yourself just standing in a blank slated area. The ground is, maybe it's stone or dirt or a floor. It's pretty nondescript right now, and you're just surrounded by this vast empty space. It's a blank canvas, but it's warm and comfortable. And even though it's black and dark, your heart is emanating a light around your body. And you feel this invitation to gently and slowly walk forward into the space, to explore it, and with the light of your heart, reveal the scenario and environment that you're in. And as you gently walk forward and sort of meander in no particular direction, open your heart and open your mind to watch for details to emerge. It's a comforting and welcoming space. It's a scene that invites you to relax and rest and just let the imagery of it unfold. For me, it's a clearing in the middle of a dense, dark, but very safe forest. It's a large clearing with a huge campfire in the shape of a golden lotus. It's warm, it's comforting, and very inviting. There's logs around it. And for some reason, the logs feel very comfortable and secure to sit on. So whatever space this is that you're creating in your heart, continue to let the imagery flesh out. Jeanette is sitting in her comfy chair with a blanket, watching light snowfall. That could be your scene, Jeanette. I don't know, but let's see what's in people's hearts. You're welcome to share it if you want, or just stay in the meditation. We've got a little bit more for it. And just let the scene intuitively, naturally, and organically unfold. And you might begin to sense that you're not alone there. You sense your guides, your angels, maybe your ancestors, loved ones who have passed before you, or maybe it's your beloved creatures of your life and critters that are dear to you. You sense that deep in the woods, there's parts of you that have been hidden away, and not out of fear, but they've been tucked away in your heart and in your mind for safekeeping, for a time when they're ready to come forward. And they acknowledge that the beauty and the peacefulness and the calm and the invitation of this scene that's unfolding before you is very safe and very secure. And I want you to become aware of these supporting beings, be they your guides, your ancestors, the angels, whatever you might call the divine, or wherever you get your support from. And they don't necessarily come forward into the light, but you feel them all around you, forming a circle of love and support. And if they do come forward, gesture and welcome them to sit by, or sit with you, or stand with you, whatever you are doing in your scene. This is your safe place. This is your meeting place, a place you can come and confer with your guides and loved ones, a place where you can rest and accept divine support into your heart and into your entire being. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful time here. There's so much love surrounding you, and you feel so much love being with these others. And allow them to comfort you if you are needing comfort. Allow them to hug you or just sit with you. If you're feeling really good or celebratory, invite them to dance with you or sway or sing. They're so available for whatever you need or want in the moment. And as the circle of supportive beings grows larger and larger, and you can feel that there's hundreds of them around you in the scene, you can't see them all. You're maybe only aware of a few, but you can feel their presence. And you remember and realize, as if they're whispering gently and lovingly in your ear, you are not alone. I am not alone. I am safe. I am secure. And I am deeply loved. It's our minds that creates the separation, and our hearts that reminds us of the connection. Just spend a few more moments basking in the beauty and the love and the peacefulness of this scene you've created in your heart, this meeting place for you and your guides. And give them a big, energetic hug as you slowly and gently come back to the moment, knowing with unshakable certainty that this is a place you can return to at any time you wish. Mm. 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 And welcome back. How was that? Mm. Water, so good. Hello, and welcome to anyone who's recently joined. Arlene says it was lovely. Where did you go, Arlene? Where did everybody go? I'm very curious what scenes were revealed to your heart and soul. Yeah, thanks, John. Yeah, it was really relaxing. I feel so relaxed right now. Anyone want to share where they ended up? Hi, Letitia. Oh, I'm glad it was refreshing. Thank you, Jeanette. So welcoming and beautiful. Oh, a small beach lagoon. Mm. Oh, wow. Yeah. I love the beach lagoon scene too. I don't know why mine ended up a campfire in a forest. I'm not an outdoorsy person, but that's where my meeting place is. Okay, so Lynn, right. Some people don't get scenes, so I realize that. But yeah, Lynn didn't have a scene, but she could feel the presence of spirit. Yay, I'm glad. Hmm. Well, for anyone who has never been to one of my lives or met me in person, Arlene was at a mountain range in the distance, or with a mountain range in the distance. Ooh, wow, that sounds beautiful. Very vast. I love that. Well, my name is Greg Phillips. I do something called ChakraTouch. It's a type of energy reading blended with spiritual coaching. So I call it spiritual energy guidance. That's the current label. And labels are just labels. But basically what I do is my gift is that I tap into people's chakras and I witness and I listen. I open myself up to love and the divine to be of guidance to you in the form of doing a reading. And beautifully and magically, people's energy begins to talk to me. Basically, it shows me the pattern of the movement of their energy, as well as brings visuals and colors and sounds sometimes. It's really different for each person. It's very much about the energy that's present in the moment. And it's really very relaxing and very lovely. And any possible outcome can occur. Some folks have had physical healing, although I'm not doing the healing myself. I don't add any energy or take it away. I'm just holding that space. Some folks have had breakthroughs on patterns of thought that they have been working on or journeying with, I like to say. And others just simply get a new awareness. I mean, the possibilities really depend on what the energy is calling for in the moment. So, yeah, so that's what I do. And I take a list of people who are interested in a reading, and then we use a spin the wheel type of fun little device on the browser to see who universe wishes to provide guidance to today. So before I spin, any questions about what I do or anyone else want also to get on the list? Jeanette says, I kept bouncing from my chair here in my home and on an ancient sacred rock shield that I visited with my sweet son this June. Wow, that's cool. Is Marianne here? Letitia, I'd be happy to add you. You're welcome. Anybody else want to get on the list? We've only got 6 names right now. I tend to get through about between 3 and 5, depending on how much support we're needing to give everybody. And I do invite everybody else into support through various hand placements and intentions as well. It's really lovely. So without further ado, you can always get on the list later, but we're going to spin the wheel. I wish you guys could hear the sound. It goes tick, 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 tick. And then when it lands on a number, there's like this applause. It's really wonderful. Oh, Anne, yes. Okay, we'll add you to the list. Okay. Anybody else? Last call before I spin. You're welcome, man. My pleasure. Got to actually lower the numbers. 7 on the list. Okay, magic number 7. Here we go. Who will the universe pick? Number 2. Jeanette, my dear friend, you are up. What would you like guidance with today? Talk to me. Ooh, are we dancing? Oh, we are dancing. I love that. Sorry to show you the top of my head. I have a little trouble seeing the chat. I have like a high res monitor. All right, my friend of the winter wonderland, and other things. Need help with intuition and healing. Can you provide more description? Is this related to your dental procedure? Mouth issues. Fascinating. Okay. And tell me a smidge more if you can, or if you're willing, about the intuition part. Oh, yes. Wow. My goodness. I don't have a visual or a description yet, but there is a lot of energy going on there. Wow. Yes, me too. Jeanette. Jeanette says, intuition, I want to trust more in the universe and in yourself. Yeah. Oh, me too, me too, me too. Yes. Wonderful intention. All right. There is a truckload of energy going on. Like I'm focusing kind of on your mouth area, but really if you picture or feel into like it's kind of like this in between space, right? So we have our throat chakra and then we have our third eye, the chakra there, the mind, okay? And what I'm doing is I'm picturing this in between space, like because the throat chakra, I've heard that it extends up to a certain degree and then this one's down. So it's like a cross section, like if you ever see those visuals of like they're cutting a segment out of the earth sort of thing. So I'm seeing like a disc around the mouth, okay? And it is a lot of energy. I'm just waiting and watching. It's intense for sure. Wow, that procedure must have really been intense because your energy is just, I don't know, what is the quality of it? Hmm. There's a there's a powerfulness to the energy, but there's also this, it's diffuse. I'm not sure if that's the right word. It's like it's kind of like Lynn's photo in terms of if you click on Lynn and look at her photo, took a tooth out, lots of infection before and now. Okay. So if you look at Lynn's photo, there's a lot of these beautiful colored lights, but they're diffuse, right? They're out of focus. They're out of focus. That's what's going on. Your energy in your mouth is strong and intense, but it's out of focus and it's looking for, I don't know what it's looking for yet. Let's see. It's not a cloud, but it is like those specks of light that are out of focus. So let me see what else is going on. Yes, yes, some little bit of frenetic or maybe anxious energy in the mind, bouncing up and down and around, looking for a solution, maybe. Jeanette, how is that? Are you looking for a solution? I'm sure you are. You're asking for guidance. But the mind is awfully busy right now. Let me see what's up with the throat. Mm, mm. All right. Throat has a very this comes up a lot when the throat chakra is blocked sometimes, or when the throat chakra is um out of expression. Oh my God, you've had these infections since September, totally exhausting. I bet. And maybe that's what the diffuse, unfocused energy is because you're just so worn out by the whole thing. It's hard to come into it. Yeah, it's hard to focus attention and focus our energy and our connection. It's very hard to keep your connection sometimes when pain is in the picture. But you have such a loving heart. Jeanette, let's place your hands on your heart for me, my dear. Okay. And if anyone wants to support Jeanette, she is really needing a lot of um love sent to her third eye area and to her throat chakra. You can place your hands on your own of either one that you let your intuition guide you for that. And just hold a calm, loving, and safe space in yourself and extend that out to Jeanette. And Jeanette, I want you to, hi, Marianne. Oh, yes, it's so nice for you to be here. Thank you. Yeah, back to yourself. Jeanette, let's just do the heart chakra for now. Back to what we were doing to in the meditation earlier. So I want you to bring up that space. It was what we were saying, it was your chair and the place that you had visited. Let's just scroll back. You kept bouncing from your chair here in your home and to the ancient sacred rock shield that you visited with your sweet son this June. Let's go to that rock shield, okay? Jeanette, is that good? Does that work for you, or do you want to just picture yourself in your chair? It needs to be that safe and expansive environment. Maybe even your winter scene that you so lovingly share on our group circles. So let me know which one you pick. I'm feeling the winter scene is where the guidance is wanting to go, but you pick for yourself. And I'll work with whatever scene you pick. And hello and welcome to anyone who has recently come in. Yes, winter, your oak. Is that Grove? Yeah. Okay, Jeanette, hands on your heart chakra. Move your mind into your heart space, my friend. And we're just going to picture your oak grove, the beautiful winter landscape. And I want you to start off with a beautiful blanket of fresh snow. The sky is clear. The trees have that beautiful, just enough stickiness to the snow that it grips to their limbs and decorates them like arms reaching out to receive the snow. And they just love holding it. I love how it feels on their body. And you just drop right into how much you love your winter scene here in front of you, the oak grove. The majesty of the oaks and the beauty of a fresh snow on the ground. And I want you to picture clouds forming in your mind. Hold the oak grove in your heart. Stay aware of that and just picture clouds forming in your mind. Your mind's been very busy with all this. It's anxious, it's frenetic. And the clouds are your typical winter snowstorm clouds. And just begin to picture beautiful, big, decorative, gorgeous snowflakes just gently flurrying and falling from the clouds. And as they pass through your mind, let them drop on the floor of your mind and just for a moment linger. And there's the beauty of the each unique snowflake shape. And then they melt into a soft little puddle of a little icy water. And let that soothe your mind as the snow passes through. And the way down through your mouth, the snow is just gently falling. The snow's oblivious to what's going on there, but as it comes through, there's a calming, there's a soothing as it maybe as the snowflakes come through and they pass through and hit parts of your mouth, maybe where the pain has been, maybe where the procedure was. So just let that coolness and that moisture just soak right into those owie spots. This is the kind of snow that doesn't necessarily go so fast. It's so graceful and gentle. And just let it continue to hit all the different areas of your mouth that have been of issue, and it slowly piles up on your teeth. It's a soft blanket of snow. It's a thin one, just like the kind that rests on the limbs of your beautiful oak grove. And let the soothing softness and moisture just seep right into every area of your mouth. Beautiful. And as that snow continues to fall, it does pass your mouth and goes in, falling gently and gracefully through your neck and down through that area. It's soothing this energy that I'll talk about later, but it's oh, I'll talk about it now, I guess. Okay. It's the kind of energy I see a lot when someone is wanting to say something and has either been afraid or hesitant or and it's a muffled scream, the kind where you open your mouth and no sound comes out, and it has an insistence and an urgency, and we just want to calm that down with the snow. The snow just passes through. Beautiful thing about this snow is it's not paying attention to anything as it moves through its environment, but it just hits where it needs to. It collects where it needs to. It melts as it needs to. There's a beautiful allowingness to just watching the snow and watching the pattern of its movement as it falls from the clouds in your mind, down through your mouth, through your throat, and down to rest in your oak grove. Jeanette, is there something in your life that a boundary or a statement or something you've been wanting to say to yourself, to another? Have you been having trouble speaking up for yourself or creating boundaries? I sense things are soothing, so please let me know what's going on. It's not 100%, but things in the mouth feel softer. I'm still seeing the diffuse energy, but it is not as intense. It's sort of settling. Sharing more your passion in life. Okay. Well, here we are, my friend, all here in loving support of you. Tell us about your passion in life. Here in this safe, loving space, you can speak to us. How do you want to share it? Yeah. Good, good. The snow is doing its job. Yes. Hi, Aaron. Yes, Marianne loves you, dear Jeanette. Hope I'm saying that right. Is it Marjan? Marianne? Marian? Natural healing, joys, and wisdom if meditation of meditate. Yes. Yeah. Jeanette, my friend, I know how much you do in Paz's group. You hold such a beautiful space there. I'm getting, what is this? I mean, and your friends from that group can probably vouch better than I can, but you you share yourself. You already share yourself in such beautiful ways. I mean, you've touched me just in how you share about your winter wonderscapes, and you've touched people's lives just by being one of the moderators. I forget the title, but one of the people who helps pause with her group, and you facilitate for the people there in such a beautiful, open-hearted way. Like the message I'm getting, the message I'm getting is the true essence of loving allowance. You are love. We are love. We are all love. And you have everything you need. But one piece is missing. And this, I think, is what's going on in the throat. And I'm not sure if that is having residual effects in the mouth. Wow, sorry, a jumble of stuff is coming through, and I have to sort of sort and sift through it. I just feel like I'm right there with you. It's time to share our lights more brightly. I feel that Source is calling you to say yes. And when I say the word yes in this scenario, I mean a decided, convicted intention with capital letters, Y-E-S. I do sign language, Y-E-S, a yes. But that there is this hesitancy or block or holding backness. I'm getting this image or a little, what was that I saw a long time ago? Like, come here, stay away, like stay away, but come here kind of thing. Yeah, a big capital yes. But in order, and I relate to this so much. I don't know if you've heard my story, and I won't get into it. We're just going to keep on this with you, but it's a big yes. But the thing that's blocking you is belief in yourself, belief that you are ready. And here's the thing, my friend, here's the thing. We don't have to be 100% ready to say yes. You just have to reach the point. Yeah, that's what's in your throat. Yeah. Yeah, a sense of unworthiness, but not but. Because I get that too. Believe me, I absolutely do. And it took me 6 months to even offer my gift to my family, my most beloved people on the planet, other than my dearest friends. And then after I did a few sessions with them, I got scared out of my mind and didn't feel safe and confident. And I didn't feel unworthy. And it took another 6 months till I launched an Insight Timer. You have whatever journey you are on, whatever path you are on is perfect the way it is. I understand that calling and that desire, the deep, heartfelt, almost soul level desire to share yourself and your gifts. And it is ultimately, I was able to make that decision when I realized I wasn't alone and that Source was calling me to share, and that Source and love was calling me forward, because I'm all about love, as people have seen, hopefully who know me. I'm all about love. Love was calling me forward. Love was saying, share ChakraTouch with the world. Love was telling me, you can do this. And that's how I knew I wasn't alone. And that gave me the courage, the divine courage. This is a solar plexus issue, my friend. This is a solar plexus, self-confidence, personal power, and intention. So I would encourage you to look for any information about the third chakra, the solar plexus. Look for any meditations on Insight Timer, and look for anything that helps you make that connection with love, because Jeanette, you are one of the most loving people that I know on this platform. And we've never met, and I know that about you. So we're connected, and everybody here, they're sending you hearts. I thank you, Arlene. I appreciate you saying that the work is amazing. I believe in you, Jeanette. I know that's not enough necessarily to have other people believe in us. And for me, I had other people believe in me, and I still was scared out of my wits. But when I realized that love believes in me, then I realized I could be willing to open that door. I was willing to stand at that threshold for so long, and that's okay. Every single step of the journey, any journey we're on, folks, a journey of healing, a journey of loving another person, the journey of loving ourselves, the journey of learning and educating ourselves, the journey of freeing our mind and dropping into our heart. Any journey is perfect in its very moments as it unfolds. And this is the true essence of why I talk so much about loving allowance, because when we can allow things to be in their own time and space and place, starting with ourselves, and when we do that with a heart of love and an open mind and being present, it's it's magical and mystical and beautiful how things will just unfold. But it's our job. It's not our job to unfold it, right? It's not our job to plan it out, to set out the path, and it's our job to show up in the moment, to be present and be in our hearts with love, and then allow everything to unfold. Allow people in our lives to be how they are. Allow the pain in our mouths, the pain in our guts, the pain in our lives and in our hearts, to allow it to be, because it doesn't go away through any other, in my experience, it doesn't go away through any other means except holding space for it, acknowledging it. Some people talk about embracing and accepting, but I just love holding space. So anyways, oh, big reading for you, Jeanette. Yes, loving allowance and trust. Yep, it equals trust. Yeah. Beautiful. I feel like for now you're complete, Jeanette. There's a lot more there. Um, yes, holding space for trust and love, and being the love for the thing going on. Yes, John is wishing you well, Jeanette, as I am, and everyone else, I believe. Oh, Sherry's resonating with this message deeply. It's beautiful. You're welcome, Sherry. Thank you for being here with us. Yes, your Oak Grove loves you, Jeanette. I love that. Aaron, that is that's so beautiful. I just love people on Insight Timer and how they support and share. Jeanette, how are you feeling, my friend? Where are we at? Deeply grateful. You're welcome. There's more there. If you want to do more, come back to another live, reach out to me for a private, whatever you want. I'm here to be of service to you, and I'm never attached to how I see things, but I'm just here to support with love. So let your love light shine, Arlene says. I love that. Okay, Jeanette, really beautiful journey, Jeanette. I really love this journey you're on. I so relate to it. Love is flowing from Jeanette to all gathered. Fantastic. Yeah. And again, this is just coming through again. Jeanette, you already are what you're wanting. You already are the love. You already are the sharing. You already are the gift. You just need to allow it, accept that this is who you are, and then become willing to say yes to the next step, and let that unfold. Okay. Thank you too, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty. What do we got? Anyone want to get on the list before I spin the wheel again? I have Lynn, John, Jenny, Arlene, Letitia, and Anne currently on the list. Sue says, believe it. Yes, Sue would like to get on. And Sherry would like to get on. Welcome, welcome. While we're waiting, if there's anybody else who wants to get on the list for a reading and guidance, I invite you and welcome you to follow me on Insight Timer if you haven't yet. We also have a beautiful group. It is a nice intimate size right now and slowly growing in love. Jeanette's there and some others. It's called Circle of Love. You can find it at the bottom of my main page on the Insight Timer. It has purple hearts around it. And thank you, Marianne. And please let me know if I'm saying your name incorrectly. I like to say names right. Or how to pronounce your name. Yes, perfect. Marianne. Ooh, very cool. Thank you. Yes, so Circle of Love, our group, we just share what's on our hearts, and we're my intention there is to build a safe space where we can be love, open to it, talk about whatever we need to talk about or want to talk about in the moment, and just really continue to do what we do here in the lives. Also, on my About section of the Insight Timer, I have my link tree, which goes to all my socials. It goes to my calendar for one-on-one sessions. One-on-one sessions with me are also donation-based. I call it Pay From Your Heart. And they're lovely. They're beautiful. A whole hour to drill down on things. I also record all of these lives. We're recording live right now. And I put them up on my YouTube within a few hours to 24 hours, depending on how busy I am that day. That way folks can watch the replay and, check for the, remember, I forget, I get readings and I'm so in the moment, I forget what I hear. So I just offer that as a loving service. All right. Anyone else would like to get on the list before I spin? Rev J, are you here? Okay, Rev J, are you here, my friend? Where are you? Did she just come in? Yes, there you are. Okay. We're going to take a moment and just hold Rev J and anyone else who's having physical pain, Jeanette, Lynn, anyone else, if you're having physical pain or if you're sick in some way, speak up if you want to be acknowledged in this way. And we're just going to hold a loving space. Rev J's got the plague, COVID, and we wish her wellness, and we wish Lynn wellness from her stomach stuff, and Jeanette, and just hold. And Trevor, little Trevor, the puppy, the blind puppy. I almost forgot about Trevor. And let's just hold space in our hearts for everyone right now who's going through whatever it is they're going through. And as we do that, I'm going to spin the wheel. Oop, I got to add more names. I have to spin the wheel again. There we go. How's everybody feeling? Number 5, Arlene, you are the next contestant on ChakraTouch Live. Oh, my goofball again. Hi, Gary. Good to see you, my friend. Arlene, you're up. What guidance do you seek? Hello to anyone who's recently joined. Welcome to ChakraTouch readings with me. Health guidance. Okay. Tell me more about that, please. As specific as you feel that you can be. Sometimes it's hard to get clarity on some of our things, but yes, just helps me focus more on the energy behind it. Hmm. Also, if you could say where the health concern is in the body, that would be helpful. Arlene says I've been having more pain in my right hip, glute, and down the leg. I have piriformis syndrome and other autoimmune issues. Okay, I don't know what piriformis is. Let's take a look. Right hip, does it start from the right hip? Is that a place of origination, or is it just pain all over the whole area, the glute and down the leg, just all the way up and down? Hmm. There is a tumultuous energy in your belly. Mostly starts in lower back to glute. Okay, so, yeah. Arlene, take your left hand for me and place it on your belly. I recommend having it so that your thumb is on your belly button and then the other fingers are below it, okay? So it's right down there in between the second and third chakra. And then take your right hand and place it right there on me. And I want you to move your mind just down into your belly area. If it helps to feel the connection of the hands holding the belly, make sure your arms are relaxed. Just feel that loving touch that you're offering that area. And there is a tumultuous energy down there. That area, that energy center, I call the grounding area, the grounding center. It's really encompasses three different chakras: the root chakra, the second chakra, and the third chakra. So root is about groundedness, connection to our bodies, connection to the earth. It's about our physical sense of well-being, our physical sense of safety and security. The second chakra is, to me, generically, I talk about it as life force, but it's creativity, passion, sensuality, sexuality. It's really that center is, to me, life force. And then the third is our power, our personal power, our connection to the divine strength. It's our confidence. It's our, it also has a little bit to do with security. And the energy in your belly is very tumultuous. It's like a stormy sea, and it is fierce driving rain, and the waves are crashing violently against the shore, and there's just so much movement and energy. There's no calm, there's no peace. So just tap into that image. I don't know if you're an image person, or just tap into the feel of it. It's very much like your energy in your belly, and that whole area down in the bottom is just crashing and waves and back and forth, and there's storming rain, and the clouds are thick, and there's lightning. It's just like one of those worst storms you'd ever want to be on a boat in. And if you are having a similar issue, you can also tap into this same reading that we're doing for Arlene and hopefully gain a benefit. You might come up with different images for yourself, but feel free to place your hands right there on that belly and join in with this. Arlene, are you seeing tell me what you're feeling and seeing as you tap into this belly. I just feel this tumultuous, violent energy almost. I'm wondering. Yeah, Gary says it sounds like a sciatic nerve issue that he has periodically. It could be. I'm not a diagnostician, my friend. I'm just a vehicle for looking at our energy in the moment. But yeah, who knows? It could be. Arlene, talk to me, dear. Okay. Belly, just started a plant-based food plan and I have gluten sensitivity. Yeah, I understand that. I spent many years not eating gluten. So tap into the image with me for a moment, Arlene. Just rest and settle your mind and clear those thoughts, and just move your mind right into the belly and picture this tumultuous, violent ocean, just the waves splashing back and forth, and the lightning flashing, and the torrential downpour of the rain, okay? And just hold a space for it like we're talking earlier. Just drop into a deep sense of loving allowance. It might be scary to look at, and that's okay. We're here to back you up. You are supported by your friends here and your guides, and Source itself, love itself, is here. And just become a witness of this. Begin to watch the waves crash and the lightning flash, and almost sort of begin to be an observer and looking at the power and the beauty in this. It's violent and it's tumultuous. It is not grounded. It can be upsetting just to look at it. But like just tap into and be present with. And as we watch, let's almost slow it down in our minds. Watch one of the big waves crashing at the shore and slow it down in your mind and just observe how beautiful and graceful the movement is on a micro level, right? On just a little, as it moves so slowly, you just see how the energy in the wave just sort of flows and unfolds, and then as it crests over, and then the white caps on the water, and then it crashes down. There's a beauty in this power. There's a beauty in this tumultuousness, even though it feels violent and chaotic. There is beauty in it. And look for the essence of the lightning, how it lights up the sky, and you're just watching, and suddenly you can see everything crystal clear, and then it goes away. And how the torrential downpour just sort of leaves those beautiful, when the drop hits the ocean and it makes those little splashes, and the rings of water go out momentarily, and then the ocean just soaks it up, and they go away. And just be in this moment and feel how deep the ocean is, because deep down, when you sense deep down in the ocean, it is connected to the ocean floor, and there's no violent waves down there. There's this depth and calmness and expansiveness down there. So begin to bring your mind and your attention, your awareness down into the depths of the ocean. It's quiet, it's still. There's life down there, even though we can't see it. There's fishes and different life forms. There's rock formations. It is gentle, it's powerful, and deep. And when the lightning flashes high up above, you get a glimpse of the life around you, and it's teeming with fish and vegetation, different colored rocks. And then when the light goes out, it's dark and settled again. But it's just having that glimpse of awareness of you're surrounded by all this beauty and all this life. It's difficult to walk through physical pain and various diagnoses, but we always have the power to tap into groundedness. We always have the power within us to make connection to whatever we consider divine. It's just easy to forget when we're in pain. So we need those reminders. We need the reminder that we are love and that we have the capacity to be present in this moment with whatever is going on with us. We don't have to like it, and we don't have to accept it, but we can be present with it. And then let's just float back up to the surface. Arlene, let your body and your mind just float back up, because you're sensing a change up above. You're sensing something different. The storm is beginning to abate. The waves are still moving very forcefully, but they're calming down. They're beginning to soften and ease. And high up in the sky, almost as if in the corner of your mind, You see a sunbeam pierce through the dark clouds, and it shines down warm upon you, lighting the area around you. And just be an observer and watch as the sun slowly spreads the clouds. A soft wind comes in and blows some of them away, and the sky begins to clear. And there, where it always was, above and behind all those dark, tumultuous clouds, is the sun and a blue sky, a crystal blue sky. It's the clearest, most beautiful blue you've ever seen, and the sun is so bright and warm, and it doesn't hurt your eyes to look at it, and you realize the sun's always been there. The divine is always present for me. My guides are always available. I just have to reach out for them. I have to look for them. Even in the hardest of times, they're there and available and always willing and ready. And just let the soothing warmth of the sun fill you. Almost relaxing now on the shore as the waves begin to just gently lap instead of violently. And this whole tumultuous, violent scene has now transformed. And let me know how you are. Beautiful journey there, Arlene. Wow. Hey, Paz, welcome. Oh, it's so nice to see you here. It's an honor to have you here. If anyone doesn't know, Prashanti Paz is a beautiful teacher. Mantras, astrology, beautiful, loving heart, very authentic and real. She's one of the teachers I've been following for the longest. So, and Nancy, my friend, my local friend, is here. Love you. Jeanette says she has shivers. This message is for all of us. It's so true, Jeanette. The messages are always for all of us. It's lovely to meet you too, Paz. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you here. I hope Alfred is well, and I hope you are feeling much better after your sickness. Arlene, our friend, talk to us. How are you feeling? Are you complete for now? Paz says, I absolutely love what you're sharing. Yes, I'm completely healed and in God. I love that for you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Hopefully, Arlene, let's see. Calming. Love the ocean scene. Great. I've been doing water aerobics in the ocean and it always feels good, but then I come back to my cluttered life. Yeah. It's it's very easy, my friend. It's very easy for us as human beings, and I'm rubbing my face. I'm rubbing my head actually because I'm about to talk about the mind. And I like, as people who were here earlier, I told the story of how my mind got away with me the last 3 days, and I was suffering emotionally from it. So in my worldview, my belief system, the mind can be a wonderful tool, but a horrible master. And when we try to solve our problems and when we're overthinking, like I had been for the last 3 days, it's just really it disconnects us from our connection to the divine, really. For me, that's my experience. And it's so important for us, for me personally, but I think for all of us to do whatever works for us, find whatever tools work for us to just help drop us into our heart, because there, when we're connecting with love and really connecting with divine love, very similar to what Jeanette's going through, believing in herself so that she can move forward and sharing her light and her love with the rest of us. Even healing is that way. It feels so difficult in the moment when we're in pain. The mind wants to analyze, the mind wants to figure out what's wrong, the mind wants to find solutions. And there are times when the mind needs to do that, believe me. But there's times when we just need to relax and be and ground, maybe do our meditations or our physical exercises, just something to be present with it and allow it to inform us, allow our intuition to guide us and work with the mind. A long time ago, one of my favorite teachers would always say to if I was getting nervous and anxious about something, to tap my heart and just say, heart, teach my mind. heart, teach my mind. So a lot of my message about love is really for us to grow in our intuition and to grow in allowing our heart to be the master and leader of our life, you know? And I love working in partnership with love, in partnership with others, in partnership with my guides. So I share that with you today, Arlene. Let's see, Jeanette, I can really feel how everyone is benefiting. Very powerful. See, Jeanette, you're amazing. I love you. I love how astute and observant, and your intuition is strong, my friend. And Arlene, she says, I loved your image of being at the bottom of the ocean where it was calm and beautiful, kind like my life, tumultuous on the surface. Yes. So I, I was just inspired to go there, Arlene. But as I was going there, it was the intention around it. Okay. So, because I didn't really speak to the specifics, but the intention around it was twofold. The first was that was meant to help ground, which clearly it did because you're feeling calmer. So, yay for that. But also, the ocean is a wonderful example because, as you're pointing out, there is something beneath it, right? So there's always something beneath it. So in my struggles yesterday and the last few days, I was in fear about a family member's health. She has very difficult health challenges, and sometimes they scare me. And that was because of the way I was thinking about it. So my perspective, I was not trusting the universe was taking care of her. I was getting in my head about what should be done and why the doctors aren't doing X, Y, and Z. And I was just getting like obsessed about it. But when I caught that and saw it, and then stopped and dropped into the question, what am I feeling here? Like, forget about the thoughts. What am I actually feeling? I was beginning to realize that I was scared and I was sad about what was going on, and that my viewpoint was causing tension inside of me about her scenario, and that had caused me to say and do some things that I felt were potentially hurtful and disrespectful. She didn't remember them, it ends up. We ended up being able to talk last night in person because the universe brought a windstorm that shut her power off. So I went to go get her, and the power came back on within 20 minutes, and we ended up having a lovely talk. But it wasn't until I dropped in and really got present with what was going on and let go of the way I was thinking about everything. So the depth of the ocean is there's always more going on than meets the eye. And that's the beauty of our intuition, and why meditation and mantras and all the tools that we use as spiritual seekers are so helpful to us. Yeah, a little bit longer explanation than I wanted, but yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Jeanette says, Arlene, I think this can be your go-to place when trying to reconnect to source. That's beautiful. I don't know if that works for you, Arlene, but that could be. I mean, you love the ocean. And then Gary says, Greg, thanks for sharing. I feel the same disconnection when I'm caught in my head like that. Yeah, it's so, and here's the big thing that makes it so hard for me. I can just judge, like when I catch myself thinking that way, then I start judging what I'm thinking and maybe what I'm doing. And that just makes it worse. And for me, as an emotional person and a person who cares about my spiritual connection, although it's not perfect, I want to feel better in those moments. And so it's hard. It can be really hard. Pause says, I love this explanation. Don't apologize. Thank you. I get a little conscious of time, but yeah, it's so generous of you. And I love your authenticity. Thank you so much. I'm not attached to anything as a solution for folks. I just want to be of service. So, Arlene, beautiful journey. Thank you for sharing your journey with us today. I cannot tell you, I don't have words to describe how much it means to me, and I believe to others, when folks here on Insight Timer have the courage and vulnerability to share their journey with us. I'm trying not to say work anymore. I like the thought of a journey, that we're on a journey and adventure, both in ourselves and together. So you are welcome, Arlene. You are welcome. Love you dearly. If anyone feels called to offer a energetic exchange in the form of a financial donation, I welcome them. They're not expected or required. I'm here to be of service, and I love holding space and building community here on Insight Timer. But I do invite you to follow me. And you may not realize this, but we as teachers, Paz, myself, Rev J, anyone else here who's a teacher, maybe soon Jeanette, nudge, nudge, smile. It helps when you watch and listen to when you listen to our tracks and then rate and review them. We actually get paid every time you listen, and it's a little bit, but it's cool. But if you're not in the place where you can financially contribute, because we're all in different forms of our life regarding that, it's a great way to support teachers, to just listen to their tracks, rate and review. And that's just the beautifulness of Insight Timer, how they've set this up to support meditators and teachers alike. So also, if you want to follow me on my socials or on YouTube, all my lives are recorded and put up on my YouTube. That link is also in my profile under the About. So, all right. Before I spin the gun, does anyone else want to get on the list? I think we're going to have time for one more person. I'm looking at the time, an hour 15. Yeah. Thank you, Sue, for following. And thank you, Marianne. Yes. What else did I see? Jeanette says, wow, Greg. Gary says, Arlene is I don't know how to pronounce that. Spondylitis, a constant pain. A friend of mine has it and says it's not fun. Yeah. Rhonda, hello. Welcome, welcome. Rhonda wants to get on. Yep. Okay. Cheryl, did you follow? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Rhonda is number 10. All right, my friends. I think we will spend one more time. Anyone else want a reading or guidance, or you don't have to have one, obviously. We'll put you on the list and then I'll spin. Ooh, getting warm. That means the energy is increasing. Paz wants to be on the list. Okay, wonderful. Paz, I appreciate how you explained, was it a week or two ago, how Prashanti means peace, and Paz obviously means peace as well. So I thought I appreciated that. All right, we got to add number 11. Okay, last call for being added to spin the wheel. Bit your. I think that's German, but I don't know what that means. Yeah, I call you Paz. It's also easier to type. I'm a horrible typer on the app. Ah, that's Vietnamese. Your name? Bit Yer. Oh, wow, that's how you pronounce it? That's so cool. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Cheryl wants to be on the list. Bit Yer, were you want? Oh, you're called D in Australia. Okay. Did you want to be on the list, D? Cheryl, I'm adding your name. Yes, okay. Is it okay if I call you D, or can I call you? I'm going to say Bit Yer. D is okay. I love language. It's so fascinating. All right. That's it for lists. I've got to add 2 more numbers. And we're going to spin. Here we go, my friends. Last week I used this, and one of the people that I called said, oh, I knew it was going to be. Somehow I knew it was going to be me. So we've got lucky number 8. That is our friend Sue. Hi, Sue. Are you still here? Hi. You're up. What is your intention, my friend? What would you like guidance over? Do what's your question? Whatever it is, however you form it, as specific as possible so that I can focus on the energy of the moment would be appreciated. Oh, it's so nice to be here with you guys today. Thank you for being here from the bottom of my heart. I just love lives. I love doing what I do. Jeanette, this just came to me. Jeanette, when you're struggling with this decision to say yes, focus your mind on how great it's going to feel to be in that sense of fulfillment, because that's what I'm feeling when I do the lives. And that feeling is so profound and so vast. So that's another thing I offer you. Jenny, hi. Oh, you didn't get called, my friend. Not yet. Oh, is Trevor okay? Let us know how Trevor is while I read up on Sue here. Yes, you're feeling the joy. Thank you, Jeanette. All right, Sue, job stability, HR. You're in HR, human resources. Is that what you mean? And your new meditation business, human resources. Yep, yep. Job stability and my new meditation business. Okay, so if you can, try to get a little more specific and focused for me. When you think about, hold these two things in your heart and in your mind. This is a great example of how the mind can be a good tool, but hold these two things in your mind, the job stability and the new meditation business, and see which one sort of energetically raises its hand, like wanting the most attention. Just drop into that, Sue. And that's the one that we're going to go with. We're over 90 attending. Yes, Jeanette, I know. It's great. There's 96. We just had 4 more, 6 more as you said that. Jenny says, Trevor's okay. Mom came to help hold, so he didn't walk off the table. He's all done now. She's a dog groomer. Well, I hope Trevor feels better by having your love grooming him. Job stability. Okay. Tell me how you're feeling about your job stability and where, well, yeah, just tell me how you're feeling about it. Are we feeling scared? Are we feeling insecure? Are we feeling anxious? I'm just gonna scan. Ooh, yes. Wow, very active mental energy right now. Sue says yes, insecure as the investment money is running out. Okay. Wow, I'm getting, okay. Let me check down here. The energy in your heart, Sue, has the it is very quiet and still and small. It's not the normal expansive heart-filled energy, but there is a scared little child hiding deep in your heart. She's very far away. And it's very dark. It's very, very dark. She's very scared to come out. So just ask you to place your hands right on your heart chakra, okay? And move your mind into your heart space here. And if you need to, just picture yourself pulling up a comfortable chair and sitting in the dark. And I want you to just look in the distance and just watch this beautiful little scared child. She's not as far as we visually think she is, but the energy of this is kind of like it's receded. It's like it's been sucked deep inside your heart space and then tucked away. Let me know what you're sensing and feeling as you picture yourself watching this scared little girl. And I want to invite everybody to place their hands on their heart and just hold a space of love in your heart. You don't have to focus on Sue, but maybe you relate to having this scared little part inside of you. Maybe there's something you're afraid of or anxious about. And let's just be present with the love in our heart. Maybe you're feeling great. You can just hold that love and fill your heart with it and hold a space for it. It will fill the energy of the room here. And Sue, let me know how you're feeling and what you're seeing, okay? I'll take a quick drink because I'm parched. We're just really wanting to be loving observers of this scared little child, Sue. Watch what she's doing. You see a mountain. Wow. In your heart? Is the little girl? Tell me about where the little girl is in relation to the mountain. Mountain's cool. It's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna picture a mountain for you too. Oh, bye. And now, how close is the mountain? What's the distance here? She's in front of the mountain. Okay. And then tell me about the distance. Is she, hmm. She's quite close to you. Okay. I don't know why this phrase is coming to mind, but is she the molehill to the mountain? You know the phrase, the mountain and the molehill? I think we use that phrase to talk about how we blow things out of proportion. Maybe. She's quite close to you. Is she close enough? Can you touch her? Is she that close or is she close enough? Can you hold your hand out to her? Sort of hold your hand out to her as a loving, warm gesture of invitation. She's close to the mountain, okay. But how close are the girl and the mountain to you? Hmm. I feel like it's far, far away. I think she just became aware of you. Okay. But you see her, you see the mountain. We'll just work with that. This is beautiful scene. So it's interesting that you see a mountain because, mountains are they have this beautiful energy of they're part of the earth, they're grounded to the earth, they're connected to the earth, but they're massive in parts. Like some mountains are smaller, but some could be huge, reaching all the way up to the sky where the tips are covered in snow and there's no vegetation and there's very little life up there. The air is thin, and yet the base is huge and massive, and they're parts of these big mountain ranges. So there's just this vastness, and it's easy to feel how physically small we are in perspective to the mountain, right? And then here we have this little girl who's scared, and she's feeling small and unsafe, probably. I don't think she's aware of the mountain, Sue. So she's not even looking at it. She has her back to it. I want you to stand up, Sue, and just slowly walk towards her, getting closer and closer. See, she's you and she knows you. She's not afraid of you, but she's so bound up with her own fear that she's immobilized. And just begin to walk closer and closer to her. And as you get about 6 paces out, just open your arms out like this, like you're welcoming her to come to you, to meet you as you continue to walk towards her. And just picture as she rushes to you and jumps into your arms, and just hold her and rock her in your arms, rub her back, pat her on the back, or hold her head, whatever feels natural to you. Just hold her in your arms and rock her. And just whisper in her ear and say, "What are you afraid of, little one?" And she says, "It's too big for me. It's too big for me. It's too much." And she's talking about the mountain. And just whisper back to her, "It's okay. I'm here. I will help you. We can do this together." And as you're holding her in your arms, she pulls her head back and she's crying lightly, and she looks at you and smiles and says, "Okay." And you ask her, "What do you want to do?" And she says, "I want to play at the top, but it's too big for me to climb." And you smile because you know you're big enough to climb it. And she says, "Can I ride on your back?" And you smile because that sounds really fun. And so you place her on your back and you turn gently and you look at her and she says, "Now hold on tight, but look for bunnies." I don't know where that came from. "Look for bunnies as we climb." And the girl says, "Bunnies?" And you say, "Yes, there are beautiful bunnies on this mountain." I'm just going with it, guys. I don't know where the bunnies came from. And you look up at the mountain and you realize why it's so scary for her, because she is tiny. She's small. She hasn't learned yet how to use her hands and legs in a way to climb something. But you're an adult and you have connection to God and to Source and the divine, and you know how to climb. You've done it before. You love rabbits. That's why bunnies came up. And so you begin to climb this beautiful, majestic, massive mountain. But you are strong and capable because love has chosen you to climb this mountain in this moment. And you begin to climb and you begin to sing a song about rabbits. And the little girl starts to point as she sees them, and she squeals in delight. "There's one. Oh, there's another one." And as you guys begin to climb and continue to climb, as she spots a rabbit, they start to climb with you. And the bunnies are of all different colors. Wow. Wow. I swear I'm not on any psychedelics. Uh, they're multicolored like the rainbow, and they begin to follow you guys, and they just are there providing joy and comfort to the little girl. And you can feel that her fear begins to ease and lessen, and she just settles in on your back, and you guys continue to climb, and she starts to name the bunnies. She's like, that one's Alfred, and this one's Paz, and this one's Jeanette. Oh, and there's Gary, and there's Arlene. And she just begins to give them names, and they're all hopping and jumping. They'll stop to chew on some grass, and then they'll continue to climb with you. And you're about halfway up now, and the girl hasn't even noticed. And you begin to see how the sky unfolds as you climb the mountain. And it just, the whole scene and the beauty and the majesty and the wonder of it just begins to unfold you. And the girl begins to just giggle and laugh in just pure utter joy. And you finally reach the top and you set her down and you guys find a beautiful, comfortable rock to sit on and you're holding hands and you're watching as the sun moves through the sky and you see the pattern of the shadows shifting as it moves, and you feel the warmth and the beauty of the sky. And she looks up and she says, "Thank you so much for bringing me here. I couldn't do it alone." And you give her a big hug and she melts right into your heart. She melts right into your heart, Sue. And you're there. You're not alone. She's there in your heart, and you're at the top of the mountain. I get so moved by you guys' journeys. It's so, it's an honor to witness your energy and to feel your willingness to go somewhere with the energy, to experience whatever you're needing in the moment. Sue, oh, how are you, my friend? That was beautiful. Woo! That was amazing. Yeah, me too. Teary. Oh, wow. You are welcome. Thank you. Like, I say thank you to all of you because it's only through your guys' willingness to show up and go on a journey with me and with everyone here that we can have these moments, that we can get the tingles. And yeah, Gary's a bunny. I love that. It's why we're here. We're here to be connected. We're here to, and I struggle with that, honestly. I'm alone a lot in my life, but I love being here with all of you and building a loving connection. It's why I called my group Circle of Love. So if you weren't here when I talked about that, you're welcome to join it. Jeanette and others are there. We are slowly building. And if you don't know Paz, please follow Paz. Paz has such beautiful mantras and a beautiful community in her group, Prashanti Paz Circle. Follow Rev J. She's one of my dear friends, new Insight Timer teacher at the same time I was. And honestly, just mm, continue to be you, continue to allow your journey to unfold and share your hearts in love. And I have to agree with Jeanette. Just another reminder, it's time for us all to share our love and our brightness, and to shine. And we're going to wrap up with what I call a circle of love meditation. So that's what I named the group after. Thank you, Marianne. What are you guys saying? Oh, I'm sorry. I get so caught up in people's journeys. I love it. Um, Jeanette says, "Oh, Greg, this is so loving and lovely." Jeanette, wow, so joyful. These multicolored bunnies, sweet innocence. Yeah, sweet innocence. I felt that too. Jeanette got shivers. Leia's here. Hello. She's sending bunnies and hearts. Sue is teary. Thank you very much, she says. Jeanette is sending you love, Sue. Marianne, thank you for this beautiful live. Love your background. Amazing picture and video. Thank you. I didn't show you what's really there. Look, there's all our chakras. Well, except for the ones that are above the head, which I'm still learning about. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Sue says, thanks, everyone. Jeanette says, Prashanti Paz, such a healing, compassionate teacher. She sure is. All right, let's close with the circle of love. Get comfortable wherever your body is in the moment. Feet flat on the floor. If you're sitting, lying down, just be aware of your bed or couch that you're on, and bring your hands to your heart chakra. And just take all the love from this live and from Sue's recent journey, all that sweet innocence, and hold it in your heart. And watch and feel as it fills the entirety of your chest. It is you, it is me, it is everyone. It is bigger than us, it is all of us. And it fills your heart and opens it to new possibilities, to new experiences, to the current present experience, and just hold all that in your heart. And when you're ready, reach out your right hand out in front of you and picture placing it right on the back behind the heart chakra of someone in the live here. 100 people placing their hands on each other's back of the heart chakra. It gets such little attention in our waking lives unless we get a great hug or a massage. And just let your love flow through and picture a circle, all 100 of us standing in an energetic circle, left hands on our hearts, feeling the love, and right hands on the back of somebody else's heart. Just watch as that circle unfolds. It is big, it is beautiful, and it is love. And hold that space for all of us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing yourself, your heart, and your journey, who you are, with all of us today. Thank you for filling this time and space with love and light. Thank you to Insight Timer and all of our other teachers that we love to follow and spend time with. Thank you to the Divine for always being there for us, even when we forget. Thank you for love being our guide, being our source, being our light. Thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you for anyone who wishes to follow or join me on social media. If you have any ideas that you think you'd love to hear more about from me in a talk or a meditation, please let me know. Just write to me an Insight Timer. I have some ideas that I'm bubbling around with that I'm getting to. I've been waiting for some new equipment for recording. But I would love to see if I could do a special thing that comes to your mind or heart or intuition. And just continue to be your awesome, beautiful selves. I love having you here. I love being with you. I'm back live again Friday at 4:44 p.m. Eastern. And also, I know I can't get to everybody, but if you I'm still sort of working on schedule. I love the Wednesday and Friday schedule I've got for lives, but I'm sort of toying with maybe doing a third. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, just let me know right now. I don't feel spacious enough to do them one day after another, but I'm thinking maybe a Monday one. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. But I love my Wednesdays and Fridays right now. So what else is everybody saying? Marianne says, thank you, Greg, Jeanette, Arlene, Sue. Yes, thank you for our reading people today. Thank you to all gathered, Jeanette says. Leah says, thank you. How do I say it? Bityear, yes. And if you're feeling like you could really use some support now, my one-on-ones are donation-based. I call it pay from your heart. You can find my schedule and calendar right on my Linktree link from my Insight Timer profile. I'm happy to be of service to you. And I love going deep with people. It's a beautiful full hour. Not required at all, but if you're really feeling called to it, I invite you and welcome you to that. Otherwise, I feel complete. I hope you feel complete. I hope the rest of your evening and day, whatever is ahead of you, is beautiful and loving and spacious and present. And I thank you for being here. I'm going to call it for now. I will see you all in someone else's live or in a group or another live of mine. And I'm wishing you all the best today. Thanks, Arlene. I appreciate that. All right, everybody. Be well. Love you. Take it easy. Bye.